Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's a beautiful, sunny Thursday noonish. And there's nowhere I'd rather be than maybe finishing up one of the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Victor Hunter. And look, are we halfway through March and I am playing our February game? Yes, absolutely. Because I don't have a copy of Suikoden 2 on hand. And I cannot, in good conscience, let a Let's Play on this channel end at the 95% completion mark. It's been a busy couple weeks, but I am so ready to try and wrap this up. Yeah, I think we can push through. I don't have anywhere to be today. I can just throw a few hours at this and we can finish it off, and it's gonna be delightful. So yeah. If you're just joining us on the stream, or if you decided to hop in on episode 10 of a Let's Play on YouTube, interesting choice. But ultimately, what we're doing here is playing through Sakura Wars on the Sega Saturn. Hold on. Where the heck am I? There we go. We're playing through Sakura Wars on the Sega Saturn to celebrate its selection for the Pantheon of the Blood God, which is Acts of the Blood God Podcast Network's monthly game club. People vote on a game that they want to play that month. At the end of the month, we have a big episode wrap-up that discusses the game and decides if it's worthy of being entered into the Pantheon of the greatest RPGs of all time. Now, because I'm streaming this after the fact, we have had our Pantheon of the Blood God episode. And if you want to listen to that, head on over to patreon.com/bloodgodpod. Sign up for that $10 level. Or perhaps you're listening to this somewhere in the future and it has entered our a la carte selections where you can just drop a couple bucks, get yourself a Pantheon of the Blood God episode. Who knows? Who knows what you're doing? Point being, I'm not going to spoil how that episode went, because I think it's worth listening to. Because I get to talk about a lot of Sakura Wars stuff. Also, we have a wonderful special guest on that episode, Matt B., who I'm going to go ahead and plug his YouTube Sakura Wars retrospectives. He does a really wonderful job. He's also currently working on the Sakura Wars 2 fan translation, and worked on the Sakura Wars GB fan translation, which I think is just an incredible game. So go check out his stuff. That's Matto B, Mattobii, I believe, on YouTube. does great stuff. Part of my show and tell a little bit later will involve talking about him and some other members of the community a little bit more. That Pantheon episode was as much of a dramatic adventure as the game itself. No comment. All right, let's get into this thing. Let's play some Sakura Wars. Some Sakura. Sakura Wars. Yes, definitely check out that episode. It's a wild ride. No. I love that tiny little sprite. You barely even get to see it. But she looks so good. Look at that. That's adorable. Oh, I'm still on the older version. I just haven't been able to get my shit together. So yes, this is still going to have some lip sync issues, some little graphical glitches here and there. I even ordered a disk drive to burn a new copy of it, and I just haven't been able to set aside the time. I tried a couple times, and the burn just didn't take. So instead of troubleshooting, I'm just gonna use this. Okay. I need to break these guys, don't I? Oh, look at that. Look at that critical. That looks so great. I love it. It's just delightful, is what it is. Oh, yeah. And again. Let's just... I forgot how much I love this music. Right. Because he took those hits at the beginning. That's very cute. I think that's cool. It's a good game. Hey, oi. Don't need none of that. I don't want to spoil. I really don't want to spoil the Pantheon episode, and I'm not going to. I don't think it's a spoiler to say look, regardless of whether we voted yes or no, I will say that most of the people on that episode did not care for this game. That doesn't... There we go, there's that somersault. Oh yeah! Now that doesn't mean the game can't still get in because the community has a vote. So me saying that most of the hosts didn't care for it doesn't mean that there isn't still a chance. But I just want to say, what are all of those other people even talking about? What a great game. I love them all to death, but sometimes I don't want to say I'm not going to say that they have questionable taste in games sometimes, because I don't think that's true. I think they have great taste in games. Sometimes they make some odd exceptions for things in interesting places. Sometimes I sense little hypocrisy simply because they don't have the same experiences with games of a certain vintage. If the OG Phantasy Star can get on here simply because of its historical importance, and because that's a game that feels like it should be on a list like this. Yeah, I think in general there was some bad faith interpretations of some text. Is it map night tonight? The thing is, even though it's my night off, even though it's my night off. I have barely seen my girlfriend in a very long time. I get very jealous because I see all of the final chambers you've all been making it to for map night, and it makes me want to scream because we never seem to get that lucky when I'm around, which is fine. I understand. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Statistically, you're all doing it a ton. But I do miss map nights quite a bit. I miss playing video games quite a bit right now, actually. Tell us your thoughts about Sakura Sanshiro. I love him. Was a real early, like, like, cultural touchstone for, like, oh, commercials in Japan are so weird. Am I right, guys? Sakura Sanshiro is charming as hell. And I loved the pardon me. Is that a raid? Hello. Say, hello. Hi everyone, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Look, we're out here playing Sakura Wars, and now you're all watching that. Thank you everyone for joining us. We're wrapping up Sakura Wars on the Sega Saturn. I'm pulling off combo moves with my true love, Sumire. Thank you so much for joining us. I just did the spiel. Sakura Wars, Pantheon of the Blood God. Oh boy. Look, we're playing Sakura Wars, the Japanese PC-style adventure game for the Sega Saturn, released in 1996, created by Oji Hiroi. Music by Kohei Tanaka, who you may know as the composer of such anime as One Piece, Gunbuster, Die Buster, Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam 8th MS Team. We've got character designs by Kosuke Fujishima of Oh My Goddess, of Tales of Symphonia, as well as other Tales games. You're Under Arrest. Additional character designs. Hidenori Matsubara was an animator on Evangelion, who I met a couple months ago. And he told stories about working with Hideaki Anno. Sakura Wars is a tactical RPG. With all kinds of adventure segments between, where you get to go on dates. With the many lovely members of the cast. Look, Sakura Wars has everything. It's one of the best games of all time. No one has played it. That's not true. Plenty of Japanese people played it. It was Saturn's best-selling games. I think it was the best-selling original IP on the Sega Saturn. What can I kill? I can probably get a couple of these, right? Yeah. Sakura Wars as a series is very much the precursor to Valkyria Chronicles. It's the origin of many of the social sim elements that we see in games like Persona, modern Fire Emblems. I hate it when I do that. That's just Saturn D-pad inputs. Being a little goofy. If you want to get caught up on the series, got the rest of my Let's Plays over on our YouTube channel, Blood God Pod. We also have a nearly 3-hour discussion all about the game over on the Axe of the Blood God podcast. So, go check it out! And again, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. I'm also forgetting I've got my season 2 special attacks. I feel like Sakura could have gotten a couple more hits out of that. But also, we're almost due for a show and tell. Because I think I forgot to do a show and tell last episode, so I've brought a couple things to show off this time. So. Yes, you will. This is one of those. This is one of those maps that's just a little too big, a little too characters catching up to other characters, kind of deal. But that's fine. Who cares? We're just hanging out playing Sakura Wars. I got nothing to complain about. Ugh. Forgot how much that sound effect sucks. There's others in the back that can handle you. Let's get rid of this dork. Yeah, I think there is something to that. Just the planning out positions and just picking stuff off one by one. I feel like a lot of the fights in this disc kind of just feel like a victory lap anyway. You know, having the Jinbu. Really appreciating these criticals. She hit. Yeah. Yeah. Genealogy of the Holy Wars map design would not work in the context of this game. Not at all. I love it too. Let's get that genealogy and Thracia duology. I mean, if they want to remake it, fine. Whatever. I guess, yeah. I guess that's a game that a remake would serve pretty well. Oops. Make sure you don't die. I think Sakura's special in Disc 2 is maybe the most broken. The range you can get out of that thing is pretty bonkers. Sure. Let's get bold. The girl can handle a couple hits. And won't even need to. Amazing. Yeah. Nurse's movement is weird. I should have rested. Hey, works for me. not much to say here. I suppose you could, Zal. I suppose you could. Could say a lot of things. Oh yeah, let's get... Let's just, let's see if we can't get Sumire in here. Yeah, poor Iris and Koran. It's pretty tragic. They really don't deserve it. Okay, I can get... Yeah, we're gonna attempt some stuff here. I just don't want everyone to be piled on each other. Someone's gotta heal Ogami. Yes, other character movement advantages come into play. You get some characters who may have shorter range but can move through other characters and enemy units. Yeah, you get a much better balance of that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, I'll maybe heal us next turn. Yeah, it's too bad that the map design doesn't account for let's just, I need Sumire to get hit. Trying again for Sakura Wars 2, right? I might say that I would try for 3 rather than 2, because 3 is enough of a massive overhaul. Like, I'm not going to be able to sell the rest of the hosts on 2 because they are really incremental changes, and also is very much a sequel that relies on you being invested in the group. Not that it doesn't have... It has really cool story stuff. And I would say characters get a chance to shine even more than they do. Some of the characters from 1 get a chance to shine even more in 2 than... That's dangerous, kinda. It's dangerous. Okay, what's my combo range? Perfect. Let's just do one of these guys. But 3, because it is the Paris troupe, you kind of get to start over from square one, just reintroducing a lot of characters. So yeah, I would probably say that's the place to start. So I don't think 5 is getting in, which is too bad, because I love 5. But I think 3 is probably our best bet. That's 5. So 5 has Gemini Sunrise, who is my favorite protagonist, or my favorite flagship girl. She kicks ass. I love her. No, I have to heal. 5 is great. Knowing the Blood God crew the way I do, I don't think they're gonna care for it. If they couldn't give Sakura Wars 1 the benefit of the doubt, and come at it with an open mind, I don't think 5 is gonna do that. 3 is a little bit tighter. Unless 5 gets by on the novelty of being set in 1920s New York and the very funny cast, that was a bad idea. That's okay. Iris is coming to help. Oh no. Iris. Sakura Wars 1 seems to have had the most impact. 2 and 3 were big. 3 was very successful, but only kind of shot itself in the foot by being only on the Dreamcast. The Paris troupe is very well loved. By the time 5 came around is when people were kind of tired of the series and didn't think it had much more to offer. But yeah, 2 did incredibly well, and so did 3. Let's go over here. I mean, one had the most impact in that it was a smash hit and allowed them to then build the franchise. But yeah, 2 and 3 were big. And then, unfortunately, I don't talk about 4 very much because it's a short game. It was made very tight timeline. It was very late in the Dreamcast's life. They just needed to get a game out there. So it's short, but it does some cool stuff. It manages to give a nice sort of ending to the Ogami saga. Some places sort of talk about 4 as if it's kind of got like a fan disc vibe to it, like it's not quite a fully fledged game. I don't know. It's just a short game with more of an emphasis on character interactions than a ton of, you know, combat maps and things like that. I got arrested. That's okay. Putting you on the front lines, Iris, but you got some healing to do. There, she pronounced it Iris. What the hell? Gosh darn it. I'm really glad it was interesting to learn about it. Yeah. That's kind of what I wanted to bring to the table. Because as the month went on, I started realizing that this was not resonating with the rest of the crew. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bummed. But playing this and being able to play this along with all of you is kind of the saving grace. The fact that so many people have shown up and wanted to play it and try it out and see what it was all about was really heartwarming, and those D-pad inputs made the process all worth it. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't surprised by the time the episode rolled around, but I was surprised as I started getting the notion from everyone else that they weren't enjoying it. You would have thought this could have been a slam dunk. I think it's just because Phantasy Star 1 is on the list that I think, okay, so you are willing to make room for early games that don't stick the landing, but still have a great deal of charm and ambition. And the fact that allowance wasn't made for this, which does so much fun stuff, it's very surprising how much of the divide is based on Western versus Japanese influence. So you're saying, much like Tenkai and the Hive of Darkness, the Blood God hosts have have certain leanings. Yes. Interesting. What a great scene. Satan rules. And you can quote me on that. SMT absolutely supports that sometimes. And don't get me wrong, I love Phantasy Star 1. I also think it should be in the Pantheon. And I think we can afford to broaden our horizons. Oh yeah. One thing I took umbrage with was that Ogami's sexism stuck with her. When it's 1923, you arrive at a military installation, you find it inhabited purely by actresses. He brings that up maybe twice when he has no idea what's going on. And then, for the rest of the game, there's never a point where Ogami says, oh, you know, this is a man's job, or women can't do this. Once he understands what the situation is that he is in, he accepts it, and the whole game is about him being supportive and kind. And it really threw me for a loop. It kind of stunned me that was someone's takeaway from this game. Ogami has barely a shred of sexism to his name. He's maybe one of the most progressive men in 1920s Japan, in the 1920s in general. Yeah, it's... That was very interesting that was the takeaway. I mean that sort of shows... Whatever. I sort of make that argument in the episode that I think it's very surprising that was even a sticking point.
Saturn 様の祈りが終わり、この炎が12の時を刻む。その時。
Yeah, if that's how she feels, it's fine. I just think it's mischaracterizing the writing a lot. I don't think it's something that is actually supported by the text. FMVs before FF7. Yeah, right? A little crunchier, a little even more compressed than FF7's, but yeah. I loved a pre-rendered video. I wish I could. I would love to be there for map night. I'm sorry about the ads.
"私はね、少女たちを戦場に送り、この椅子に座っていただけのダメ軍人だ。だが、君たちを誰よりも愛し、そして君たちの命を。
She's been hanging around the Discord. I could imagine we could convince her to hang out a bit. Final chapter, let's go. Some good Yoneda stuff here.
しかし、あやめくん、断じてこの世界を魔の手に委ねるわけにはいかん。
I love this. Because having the front of house staff become the bridge bunnies is the most obvious thing in the world. It's perfect. So the real life Mikasa was a battleship in the Russo-Japanese War, which Yoneda fought in. Implication being that Yoneda was a crew member or was part of the crew of the original Mikasa, and so named this after the original. But you can visit the Mikasa, which I did. It's been turned into a military museum down in Yokosuka, which it served dual purposes for me, because Yokosuka is also where Shenmue is set. So I managed to do both pilgrimages. Went to Dobuita Street and the neighborhood that Sakura Gaoka is based off of, and then also got to visit the real-life Mikasa. Built in 1904, I believe, and man, that ship had a life. I have a particular love for nautical stuff from around the turn of the century. I used to work on a sternwheeler steamship that was built in 1914. That has also been converted into a museum. It's dry docked, but there's something about ships from that time that I really, really love, and the Mikasa is a hell of a boat. She's beautiful, and really great displays about her career, because she fought in the Russo-Japanese War and then had a crazy life after that. Anyway, so yes, that's the connection to the real world ship and Yoneda's history. I would show and tell if I had remembered to grab it. I have the tourist pamphlets, and I have my stamp that I got from the Mikasa, because everything has a stamp in Japan, which I think kicks ass, and the rest of the world should get on that. I know I'd love to be there for EX nights too.
米田がいよいよ
所詮悪
ではこちらもさあ存分に歓迎しておやりなさい黄昏の三騎士
Just waiting to do the minimum eye level. Get out of here. Here we go. defeated 11 units in one turn. Like, that kicks ass. What a good game. This got discussed in the Pantheon episode. The choice to have it take place in a more positive alternate version of Taisho era Japan. Yeah, I think it's cool that the series continues the Taisho era beyond when the actual Taisho era ended. Because I think it speaks to a mirror of both the turn of the century optimism as well as the 90s optimism. Game screams romanticism and idealism too. Yeah, very much so. It's yeah. It's whether it knows it or not, it is exhibiting the optimism that the world had going into the new millennium. And I understand, you know, it was not economically the best time for Japan. Oh yeah, we're gonna nuke these puppies. Okay, let's just. Okay, Ogami can make it there. Which means Sumire can go there. Which means... yeah, I'll take out a bunch of them. Yeah, let's do... yeah. I'd like to kill you. Can I hit you? Yeah. Ah. So close. Pretty good. Only 10. If I hadn't killed those other ones with Sakura, this would have been an 11, maybe even a 12. Would have unlocked a retro achievement, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure our retro arc has an achievement for that. You're aware of all the scenes you missed. Ah, yeah. Yeah, good point. There we go. Great. I love these dumb robots.
イノシシスカ
女王
今こそ我らよみがえり我ら黄昏の三騎士
Now, I wonder... I wonder who takes this spot if Kana is your choice. I love those tiny little sprites. Jeez.
親父大神隊長一発でいいあたいに力をくれ最後の力を風を自由にして自在なる天空の王者よ今こそ我が命を糧として吠えろたけれ空に舞い天をかけろ
うわーこれで最後だ
見せてやるぜ霧島流最終奥義四方高層拳 ばっかり。最低の野暮ですわ。最低の。
Did anybody have Kana as their partner? The similar sequence in Tales of Symphonia, I also thought was pretty effective. I think that was my first time maybe experiencing the trope. This is the one that gets me, is that Sakura gets taken out so early on. This was Sumire. Okay.
私を甘く見ないで。
離せ。このまま落ちれば貴様も。
構わないわ。大神さん、さようなら。
That's the main girl.
Sakura. そんな嘘やろ。さくらさん。
Being the main girl, don't remember any of the folks who played along last month having her very high in their rankings. I mean, she's usually pretty high in my rankings. I like her quite a bit. I just she's not my first choice. I don't mind her being the canon choice, but she's not my personal first choice. Sakura was specifically hard to level up. Yeah, it's not like she's not Shiori Fujisaki levels of hard, but they also don't just sort of guarantee that she's going to be in your, top 3 either. That damn Satan. And they're Akalas. Is that the first time we see... that proper noun? Whoops. This was Sakura for you. Okay. Interesting. Oof. That little iris teleport. They really don't want to show her walking ever. Ayame's choking scene, she did not let go of Ogami when he called out to her in your playthrough, unlike in Vic's stream. Yeah, I don't know if this one has a hidden Ayame affection rating, or if it's more of a binary thing about whether you because if you go to her room, she'll tell you about how you're doing as a commander and or as a captain. So I wonder if there's just sort of a certain threshold you have to meet of either your performance in combat or your overall affection ratings with the rest of the team. So. I'm just saying that when you go to her room, you can see that Ayame is keeping track of values of things. Whether or not you go talk to her about it, I don't think affects those values, but there are numbers the game is registering. I wonder what the other characters do other than teleport Cho away, because that's interesting. Guess I'm gonna have to get canceled and do an Iris run. I mean, good on them for killing the 10-year-old. They went for it. I respect that. Honestly, Iris Root is pretty tame. At worst, it's at its worst, it is what Edgar says in FF6 about Realm. At its worst. And at its best, it is a cute girl with a crush on an older brother type. And yeah, it's pretty benign. Obviously, different people have different thresholds for that sort of thing, but I love the Wind Division. God.
Nani? このミカサをもってしてもダメだというのか? だがしかしわしは帝都神よ、たとえこの命が尽きようとも正義を救わせたまえ。
Can Ogami get fired? Let's find out. I highly recommend you play Sakura Wars GB, which has many fail states. A lot of them are quite funny. You're obviously not playing as Ogami, but your player character can absolutely get fired from the theater. And there's some really good ones. I like it a lot. It's a great game. Honestly, if anyone wants a easy to play Sakura Wars after this, Sakura Wars GB is fantastic.
何？
自動飛行制御機構損傷。
舵を手動に切り替えろ。わし。
We're so close.
どうしたの？君の決意は。そんなに私を傷つけるのが怖い？ほんとかわいい子ね。すぐに楽にしてあげる。
Yeah, great vocal performances.
両手法は放たれ、世界は闇に帰る。見なさい。血の涙は幾億の命の絶望と恐怖に、私はサタン様と共に酔いしれるのよ。さよなら。 大神さん、負けたら許しませんことよ。
Get out of here, Spyrus. Teleports behind you.
ローコ滅却無双天意。
本当にだけどね。
This is going to be an FF4 moment, so just defended for a bunch of turns. I feel like I might have also done that on my first time. All right.
Yeah, やるわね。
Sproing? I don't think I did my first time through. Yeah, I can hit pretty much everybody if I'm over here, right? Feel like we've probably got this. Hold on, let me... to. Sure.
髪に揺れるは乙女の心。
腕に掴むは生徒の未来。
あなたと
君の情熱よ。
ここに赤熱放電か。やりましたわ。
That Sumire, this fight has some actual tension to it. Yeah, I can imagine.
裏切り闇より来たれ地獄よりの見つかりよ全てを無に返せ
勝利。
I have a feeling we're gonna get through this one. No, I still haven't looked up the mantra from Disc 1. I know there was something about it in an interview somewhere. I'll find it someday.
と
Should have rested. I'm sure I could probably take a couple hits from him, and then I'd be almost have my special again.
今日の綿。
We got some criticals. Yeah! There we go. That's the stuff. Yeah, okay.
何
Sega
A lot of loan words for the 20s. Main engine. Overheat.
長官長官はどうなさるんです？
俺か俺にはまだ武器はある。最後の切り札がな。
まさか
脱出せよ。
長官
脱出だ。
Thanks, Quicks. Have fun. See you later. Enjoy your pie.
「感謝する。全機関出力前。任突撃。させるか。
Ooh.
これで終わりだ。かつて第一級天使長として神に最も近い天使と崇められた大天使ルシフェル。彼はその絶大なる力を持って父なる神に反逆。激しい戦いの末に敗れ去った。父なる神はルシフェルを天界より追放。果てしなき地の底へ落とされた。これが地獄の始まりである。そしてルシフェルは神の永遠の敵対者となった。
I love this.
来たれ。裁きの時は来た。天よ泣け。地よ。
こんなことでくじける。
今日 こそが我が望みの成就する日。
ある。お立ちなさい。
Right? Like, we're a good Christian podcast,
いいえ、
right?
私は
Surely?
天使長、大天使ミカエル。限りない財貨の道に落ちたサタンと共サタンがよみがえるとき、私もまたよみがえる。私はこのさあお立ちなさい。世界を救いたいのなら正義を貫くのは大変なことです。時には多くの屍を乗り越え進まねばなりません。
This line goes pretty hard.
しかしくじけぬ勇気が、そして何より
I love that it is literally,
最後に
yes,
勝利するのです。
all of the girls did in fact die. And we are bringing them back to life.
どんな困難にあってもき生きなさい、あなたたちに。 行きましょう隊長。なんだようちお兄ちゃん私も行きます。参りましょう。行くでー。悪の栄えることはなし。健康一滴。豪華絢爛花吹雪。たとえ命が
You know, Sumire's famous catchphrase. Yeah! Full screen? Whoa!
そうです、サタン。
ミカエルか。
あなたの闇に対抗しうる唯一の力、信頼と愛、人間の心の光、大いなる天の父の力です。帰りましょう。
だ、そんなまがいものでわ。
And may you be blessed by the Heavenly Father. No, let's just go for it. I could save it. I probably should have. I just like using it, okay? I'm sure it's a better use of meter to do both of their specials separately, but whatever. Let's save Sakura's because that's got some. It's got a fair bit of utility.
死にたいなら前に出なさい。
Yeah, should take some effort to take down Satan. I think there's probably no reason not to go for this.
値のすべてをここに。四方放送権。
from here? Oops. That's alright. That's alright. I keep forgetting what your range is. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oops, I kinda... Who's most likely to die? I don't want anything to happen to Kana. And then Sumire... I'm gonna get her to move out next turn. Oops. Forgot about that.
Thank you. 助かっとね。今日の私は
Yeah. I'm kind of just gonna want to have a bunch of special, aren't I? Remember, I definitely lost a unit the first time I did this, so let's see if we can't fix that. So I'm gonna put... I could have sworn, doesn't he summon some ads or something? Maybe not. Oh well. Just far enough to be really annoying. Yeah. Let's save. Well, when are you gonna... You're pretty close to having meter, huh? I'll do one of these. I don't mind using that now. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I just want special. There we go. There's the ads.
Thank you.
What's gonna be my freaking strategy here, eh? Samira's doing fine, all things considered. Thanks, Satan. I do not want to be dealing with these guys at all. Right, covering Kana. Which I will stop doing next turn, because I think it's going to be worth it for her to build up some meter. Your meter might be the most important. Everybody's in pretty good spots, at least. I wonder if that's smart. I hope that's smart. I don't think that's gonna push him over the edge, but also I don't know. I'm not gonna risk it. That's getting dangerous. Oh, come on. As they spawned every turn. This sucks. Maria! Oh no. Oh no, Maria. Oh no, Maria, you're in a bad spot. Okay. Well. Let's try this. Let's just try this. It means he's gonna have... Yeah, it does sound like a tire screeching. Oh no, not quite. Good. That will push him over, and I don't want that. Oops. Yeah, he's one away. So let's just end there for now. Sakura. You're not in a great spot for much. Oh, no. I definitely need to... I think we're just gonna heal you up. You might have to take a hit. Thank you, Iris. You're also gonna heal. Do I get knocked back again? I could have sworn there's another. Yeah, there we go. I forgot I was going to try to cover some bands. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Thank you.
I can get Iris to heal this turn. So let's go ahead and set this up. We'll take a special hit. But we'll be all healed up. Feeling good. Yeah, Iris can get everybody. Yeah, but I'm gonna take a special hit, so I would like to just defend, please. And maybe... yeah. This is fine. Okay. I might not get everybody from here. Didn't realize she wasn't quite there. I should have remembered that. Oops. Oops. Oh, Sakura. Should have moved her closer. That's okay. Do I still have I might still have a move from Koran? I can probably give her a restore. And then we should all be able to take the hit.
私が見ています。
Does not heal Iris herself. That's correct. Forgot about that. Sorry, Iris. Oops. My bad. Here we go. Let's just try this. Shadden Twee. Blah. Goofy. Ow. Die.
髪に揺れるは乙女の心。
腕に掴むは帝都の未来。
あなたと
君の情熱よ。
ここに。
There's some good stuff going on here. This is a good fight. This one makes you think a little. I love his portrait. I love Satan's portrait. He's all grumpy. Doing great, Iris. Surely we can get rid of him this turn. We gotta. What's your range? Yeah, you're fine. Come on. Here we go. Finishing move from Koran. Too bad Quicks isn't here to see this. That'll do it. That's a good fight. It's a real good fight.
今こそみんなの力を
Yeah! Yeah! That's a good game. Personally, if I had a list of the best RPGs in history, and I didn't have this game on there, I'd be pretty embarrassed. I love that the one set in Japan has you encountering Abrahamic religion, and the one in New York has you fighting figures from Japanese history. I think that's fun. Yeah. And then the freaks who show up in Paris are just all over the place. Yeah, dude. Atta boy.
所詮神の国の愛などは欺瞞。人間どもになど分かりはしない。だから殺戮を繰り返し、憎しみを繰り返し、命の大地を破壊し。
Yeah. Yeah, this game lacks a little bit of that fun SMT nuance.
そこに愛などは生まれぬ。神の国などはない。絶望と暗黒に触れる生き方。
タン、いけない。
天の栄光などいらん。俺は剣に生き、そして剣に死すのだ。
That's a good evil laugh.
サタン。帝国歌劇団の皆さん、よく頑張りました。でも戦いはこれで終わったわけではありません。あなたたちのでは皆さん、これでお別れです。
There we go.
こら、なんて顔してるの？男の子でしょ？
I love her.
ちゃんとしなさい。
I love her.
よろしい。じゃあまたね、大神くん。さようなら。あなたに会えて嬉しかった。
いいんですか、大神さん。
いいさ、俺にはみんながいる。大切なみんながね。
大神さん。
よわしもまだまだくたばらせんて。さあ、約束通り宴会じゃ。大宴会じゃ。
とその前に、大神さん、大切ってこの中の誰のことなんですか？誰を選ぶんです？
いや、そう、待ってくれ、ちょっと。
One of the things I brought for show and tell today is Sakura Wars Serenade, Volume 2. This is a fanzine. Calling it a zine sort of undersells how much there is in here. It's a pretty big book. I guess it's still a zine. Anyway, it's obviously it's all in Japanese. But they've been doing these for the past 2 years since the 25th anniversary. And it does also includes an article written by our Pantheon guest, Matt B. Love the Wind Division. He has an article in here all about the lost Game Boy Color to Dreamcast peripheral that was planned and scrapped for Sakura Wars GB. But it's very cool. but it's full of just like a ton of interviews and fan art and illustrations, and it's a very cool book. And the fact that it has contributions from people all over the world is very, very neat. I like it a lot. I also haven't mentioned that my go-to mouse pad is the mouse pad that was included in the deluxe edition of the Saturn original, because it also came with a Saturn mouse. I have a couple other things to show off too. But I do love this ending. I especially like the ending that we are about to get. I think I've mentioned it before, but their combo attack in Hot Blood, the PS2 remake, is an fully animated cutscenes. Once they get to later games, all their combo attacks are just anime FMVs. And the one with Sumire it opens on her at a chapel about to get married to a faceless suitor, and then we hear Ogami. He busts down the door on his motorcycle, and Akira slides across the church and whisks Sumire away while she's still wearing her wedding dress, and they run off together. And then it's a freeze frame on her throwing her wedding ring, her engagement ring, to the ground. And then it cuts to the enemy and deals a ton of what I imagine must be psychological damage as your opponent's fiance is stolen by the ultimate Chad, Ogami. Also, I love this song. I adore this song. Hanasaku Otome, yes, you'll sometimes find it under the name Blooming Maidens. Also gonna grab right back. because one of my first introductions to Sakura Wars was buying some packs of trading cards that were on sale back in like 2007. One of my favorite things to do every 18 months or so is I like to go on Yahoo Auctions Japan and just slowly fill in my Sakura Wars trading card collection. So this is my binder of Sakura Wars trading cards. I've got some pretty near complete collections for a few of them, but I just think they're great. They've always got great art on them. And it's often art that you don't see in a lot of places. Look at those girls. I love them. It's also, I guess, there's just no real concept art of boar, deer, and butterfly, so they just use some screenshots from some scenes. I love how customized the ending is to your girl. But yes, lots and lots of trading cards. The one thing that bums me out, so they did series for 1, 2, 3, 4, In Hot Blood, Mysterious Paris, which is the spin-off detective adventure.
花組の公演は以上をもちましてすべて終了いたしました。皆様お忘れ物のないよう気をつけてお帰りください。
Mysterious Paris is the spin-off adventure mystery detective game that I think is very, very cool. There's also, I have a complete set of the cards for Sakura Wars 5 Episode 0, which is the very, very bad action game starring Gemini Sunrise. But because interest in the series was sort of waning, they unfortunately didn't do a trading card series for Sakura Wars 5, which is a real bummer, because that would have just been perfect to be able to have the whole cast, because they're nice cards. They all published by the same trading card company the entire run, so they have a nice sort of uniform look to them, and it's just one of those things, you know? A long day! We're just gonna pop in. Look, I'll go until 3. We can just do this for 10 minutes, because I like this part a lot. All of the mainline games have this mode in them after you beat the game, and everything that is available in this mode is based off of your system save data, not your individual save files. So as you play through the game and get multiple endings, it's sort of it's a cumulative thing. So even if you make a different save file and you get one mini game in that one but not all the other ones, when you come back here, it will recognize what you have done across any save file. That becomes more and more important in later games, but I just think this mode rocks. Yeah, we can do quiz time. Yeah, maybe we'll do quiz time. Is there a mini game that we didn't get? Expect perfect marks. This quiz is bonkers. Yes, that's right. We missed Iris's mini game. Oh, that's right. I guess you don't go to the first floor for anything. Yes, so I have done I have done the Koi Koi tournament, which gets crazy. Look, it's spoilers for a side quest minigame, but when you get to the end of the final Koi Koi tournament, I believe Ayame demon form is your final combatant. Ah. I can do this. I can do this. Aerial footage. Oka? Hoshin? No? Ah. Rats. One more try. One more try. I don't remember. Bah. I'll finish another time. Let's see. I think this one is the sound test or movies. Sound test. Oh yeah. Where do I do bromide collection? 'Cause yeah, I guess I got Okay. I mean, these are great. Ah! Yes, so there is... I can't remember if it's that you have to get all of the other ones before you can get it, or if it is tied to having done everyone's combo moves. I can't remember. But yes, I think it's from getting everybody else's. Look at her. And I wonder if you only have a chance to get the one special one per playthrough. It would make sense. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you've got to do 6 playthroughs. What else? Is anyone in the library? Oh, yeah. Whatever, we'll leave it. Cutscene gallery and Yoneda. Yeah. Oh yeah. These aren't translated in the first version of the patch. Wow. Also, opening 2. What's on tab 4 and 5, and why can't I get there? Interesting. Interesting. Epilogue Sumire. Cool. Well, there we go. That was a playthrough of Sakura Wars on the Sega Saturn. Thanks everyone who came by regularly. Really appreciate it. I can't remember what these options are. Does anyone remember what these are? Why can't I remember keys are. Oh no, this is gonna break. No? Phew. Okay. Ah, there we go. Shooting gallery. Of course. Thanks so much, everyone. Gosh, that was a fun month and a bit. Look, whenever the other fan translations come out, I'm gonna play those too. Honestly, if enough people request it, either on the Discord, on comments, whatever, I would love to play through 5. I know I should be prioritizing the Pantheon games of the month, but I don't know. If I'm the only one streaming, I'm gonna do what I want. It's as simple as that. Yeah, we'll see. I also probably start streaming some 14 and some 11, maybe, depending on what the schedule looks like. That might be in a couple months, just because things are pretty crazy. But yeah, we kind of we can kind of have our own monthly club over here. I'm not too beholden to the whims of the Pantheon. The goal is to have some other people also do some streaming, but they haven't, so I'm in control. Thanks again to everyone. If you're watching this after the fact, look, play some Sakura Wars. And if there's a game you want to see in the game club, head on over to patreon.com/bloodgodpod. Also, listen to the Acts of the Blood God podcast. It's the whole reason I'm here. I edit it. The rest of them host it. And our Final Fantasy XIV specific spin-off, Charlie and Dropouts, which I host and produce. Tayo. Thanks so much, everybody. We did it. We got through Sakura Wars. It was delightful. I had so much fun. Go check out that Pantheon of the Blood God episode all about Sakura Wars. It's almost 3 hours long, and I could have talked for another 2 hours, but I started getting self-conscious. Thanks, everybody. See you next time, whenever that is.